My name is Taranga. I've had the opportunity to speak to you before, meet some of you when we were pitching for the grant from the DGC, which we are very happy to have received. Since we started work technically from the 1st of October 2014 through this funding from the DGC, I am here to present to you our progress with regard to Q1, which is October, November and December of 2014. When we had presented our plan to you, we had split our work into three major areas. The first was to focus on special cells program strengthening in states where the government already owns or completely administers the program. The second was to work with states where the special cells are still run in pilot basis, and the third was to go to new states and make an entry into the criminal justice system, the police system over there. I'll be following the same pattern while reporting our work progress for Q1. So let me start with Special Cells Maharashtra, which is the birthing ground of the Special Cells approach and all our work with the state from a woman-centered perspective. Special Cells Maharashtra completed 30 years of work in July 2014, and with the help of the Dasra funding, we have renewed our vigor in advocating for structure streamlining and program strengthening with the Department of WCD. In this regard, we have proposed 3 or 4 alternative program coordination and implementation structures to ensure quality sustainability to the Department of WCD. Although this process has been slowed down by the change of government in the state, as well as therefore change in the top leadership, the top bureaucracy heading the Department of WCD, we have continued to have meetings with the respective officers and push the same proposed structure strengthening. We have also done a good bit of crisis situation advocacy with regard to governmental policies and circulars which had the potential to restrict the work of the special cells on counts of counseling and so on. We have done this advocacy along with other women's groups and networks and the State Women's Commission. A third important area with which we have worked with the Department of WCD, which is related to special cells in Maharashtra, has been on the question of a very large MIS and helpline system which the department is in the process of setting up since October 2014. This is an MIS and a helpline which is meant to be used to activate and track progress of state systems response, all women and child related schemes, programs and policies response to situations of distress, complaints, etc. Since the special cells in Maharashtra, which have now expanded to 140 plus locations, will be closely linked with this MIS and this helpline, and since we have done work with the government of Gujarat on the 181 helpline for women in distress, we have been approached by the Maharashtra government to do similar work. We have done workshops with the department and its partner agencies on planning this helpline and MIS system rollout. We have also presented a proposal with a detailed selection and training plan for the personnel and for protocols development for the same. Finally, we are also in the process of working with the department on hiring of new coordinators for the expanded special cells and anchoring them and training them similarly. This brings me to the other oldest, longest institutionalized state program of special cells in Haryana. There again we had done close work with the department in the past quarter for the protection cum prohibition officers' performance appraisals, for getting approvals for the evaluation study that is planned over there. However, again due to government change, we had to renew our efforts from scratch as the top leadership of the department, the secretary, the principal secretary, again moved out towards the end of 2014. There has also been some amount of crisis intervention intervention at the program level because of this change in bureaucracy, because even the future of the program, its continuation, was in question for a very brief while. Those issues have been addressed through meetings, travel to Haryana, sharing of the research studies, the intervention research studies on child marriage and PWDVA that we have done through and with the Haryana Special Cells model. We have also done a good bit of advocacy with the State Legal Services Authority of Haryana for better coordination between the court and judicial systems and the work of the special cells in the state. I return again at this point to our work with Gujarat. The special cells and the 181 helpline for women in distress have both of which we helped the state set up, design and train personnel for throughout 2013 and 14, has emerged as a extremely interesting and different convergence model where both the short term and the long term needs of women in distress are met through telephonic helpline, emergency outreach work, as well as in police trained social workers as placement. In this regard, we have of course done some bit of follow up with regard to progress made, especially by the special cells program in the state, as also the 181 helpline. More importantly, we have facilitated the connection between the Gujarat Department of WCT and the Gender Resource Center, which is anchoring these two programs in the state, with the Maharashtra Department of WCD for sharing of good practices, as it were, and also for taking forward the agenda of women-centered work, especially on issues of violence. At this point, I would also like to share some of the challenges that we have faced and some of the areas which we had planned, which we were unable to work on. We had planned that we would take forward our advocacy for state to take up full ownership and expand the special cells program in Delhi state. However, we were unable to do this due to again change in leadership of the Special Police Unit for Women and Children, wherein our special cell social workers are located in Delhi. Also the national level government change, and hence the change in the chairperson and the members of the National Commission for Women, which has been funding the work, the pilot special cells in Delhi Police, also changed, and we had to renew our relationship with them from scratch. We have done a lot of correspondence work in Q1, but actually going and meeting and doing work with the new Joint Commissioner of Police for SPUWAC and the NCW chairperson has taken place only in Q2. Some of the new states that we had planned to make an entry into with the special cells approach and adapted to that state specific context included Telangana, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and the state of Uttar Pradesh. There has been progress in all these three areas in Q1 of this funding period through the DGC. The Secretary of the Telangana state has visited us, has visited the special cells in Maharashtra, in Mumbai, understood our work closely, and gone back with a potential plan for inviting us to work with the state on adapting the special cells, which have already been demonstrated in select districts through our legacy partnership with Oxfam, to scale that up and institutionalize it in a fresh manner in the state. Similarly, the DGP Andaman and Nicobar Islands had supported our work, the starting of our work of special cells in Delhi Police, and is now the DGP in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. He invited us to come and do a needs assessment visit with police and the social welfare department of the Union Territory, and then to devise a plan for police training and for adapting the special cells as a pilot in Port Blair. The visit was made in Q1. A detailed proposal was also created out of this, and a third thing emerged from this, which connects to our our plan of doing stakeholder trainings at the national level is, we did manage to do a very small, mini training for police personnel of the Women and Children Special Support Unit of the Police of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. We also contributed in vetting some guidelines for Women and Child Support Unit police personnel for Andaman and Nicobar's administration. The Uttar Pradesh state government, the Department of WCD, has taken up a very large scale plan of institutionalizing crisis intervention centers and to start with doing this in 11 districts as pilots. They have approached TISS, and in December we have worked out a detailed plan for police and other stakeholders as training to improve response to violated women and children, as well as started developing a proposal along with other departmental and civil society stakeholders for demonstrating the special cells approach in the state in 11 select district headquarters. Another very important part of our overall plan had to do with strengthening the RCI VAW itself, expanding the team, growing it, bringing in a more structured, delegated form of functioning. In this regard, we had put out advertisements for 4 key positions: one of overall strategic coordinator, one for research coordinator, one for a program officer, and one for a finance officer. We did put out the advertisements, received over 70 applications for each of these positions and shortlisted the same. We did conduct the selections, however, for only the strategic coordinator position due to fund arrival timings. We conducted only the strategic coordinators selection process in November 2014, and the strategic coordinator Dr. Amita Pitre has joined us from December 2014 on a part-time basis and full-time from the first week of January. Another area that we have focused on, we have used this time to focus on, has been on consolidating our existing training and research work as training modules, manuals and research documents as publications. We have done a good amount of this work the research team has done even before the joining of the research coordinator in this first quarter. I would now like to close very quickly with a rough idea of what it is that we plan to do in quarter 2, which due to onboarding and timing issues, in fact we are already a month into. So I'll just very briefly share what we have been doing and plan to do. Onboarding of new team members, 3 of whom out of the 4 advertised positions would have joined by the end of this quarter, is a very big part of our plan, and I'm personally, as per the plan, involved majorly in anchoring that onboarding, that orientation work. Second part has to do with preparing for the national consultation that we would like to hold in March or latest April 2015 as an advocacy forum and also as a good practices sharing forum between all the various state-based special cell approaches. This will help in strengthening work, building that confidence in existing states' departments and bureaucracy, as well as to institutionalize in states where we have demonstrated pilots, and also as entry points into new states where we have planned to work, which we have identified need the special cells approach, or where other stakeholders have told us that they would like it to be tried out. The research coordinator has also joined in the first week of January, and in fact now even more emphasis has been put on completing printing and publications work, consolidating our existing training and research materials for use in advocacy and proposals, presenting proposals, consolidating data of especially Haryana, Delhi and Maharashtra for 10 years. Another important thing which we started working on, but which is still only in the preparatory stage, has to do with conceptualizing the evaluation studies, thinking about methodology, writing concepts concept notes and writing and getting formal approval as well as resource investment from respective state departments of the 4 states Haryana, Maharashtra, Rajasthan and Delhi for the evaluation studies. We also intend not only to now put together the whole program team and the research team and plan out the work for the remaining 3 years, part of the 3 years, but we are also focusing on with Special Cells Maharashtra's existing regional coordinators to plan for training, strategic training of Special Cells Maharashtra coordinators as well as senior social workers on issues and skills that they and we identify as necessary to upscale or upgrade their advocacy and system work with the systems. Finally, of course, there are other states and other stakeholders like again National Commission for Women which are coming to us to start work in Madhya Pradesh, Bihar and Punjab, which are all states where either we have already wanted to work in or presented proposals to the state governments earlier. We intend to work on these but also very dedicatedly focus on reviving our relationships and our work with the Rajasthan Special Cells, the government and the implementing NGOs as well as Gujarat, where a lot of work has gone in. The Special Cells are spread out across the state, so they're expanded and there everywhere but not necessarily strong enough in a sustainable structure. I hope this conveys the sum total of what we have done and what we plan to do in Q2, and we hope to be more timely and with our reporting and so on. That has been a big part of our work with Dasra in the past quarter. We have developed expenditure and output tracking formats. Admin and accounts assistant as well as I and now strategic coordinator have also gained capacity in using that. We have developed it together. We have started working on log frame and what are the tools that Dasra can create for us to track our own progress internally as RCIVAW, not only the work of Special Cells out there. So with that I close this and thank all of you again.